You wonder if they're all on the same page.
Swing and a miss by Johnson, and Ella Cook finds her first strikeout. Had a plate appearance since March 6th against Portland State, and she strikes out here against Nice for out number 1. Popped straight up in the foul territory, reaching over the dugout and making the play is Phoenix Silva. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and a big-time strikeout from Carly Brewer. Called a strike. Ella Cook, her second K, and that one a backward variety. Swing and a miss. Down she goes, and Carly Brewer shuts the door on the Tommies as Iowa bounces back to pick up their 20th win of the season and hand St. Thomas their 8th loss of the season. Hack and a miss. Goes down swinging, and Avery Sapp strands the runner in scoring position. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Avery Sapp has her second K. Called strike 3. Conlon picks up her first strikeout of the game. The 2-2. Schechter swing, she went around. Strike 3 on Conlon, first Conlon, and Klein goes down swinging. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, down she goes, Braylon Conlon keeps St. Thomas off the board. Lined left side, sliding catch by Mattiello. Saves a run, 2 away. Just a great offensive showing. Lifted to center, she started back, now it's to come in, lays out and makes the catch. Avery Wuckowitz does it with the bat and now with the glove. The majority of their lineup and roster are seniors. Strike 3 called at the plate. A. Johnson would have rather gone to in this situation. The 1-2. Watches strike 3. Soraya Nice gets the job done, and Iowa will have one more chance at St. Thomas in the bottom of the 7th.
The runner at third.
Hack and a miss. Big time strikeout for Ava Kleinfeld.
That's strike number 3, Frazier's first strikeout of the day.
It's good for confidence for Danica Frazier.
Big strikeout for Frazier, her second of the day. Out number 2 here at the top of the 3rd.
First baseman number 20, Kate Lepke.
Really good pitch there.
And a big strikeout for Frazier to close out the 7th inning with the UNI Panthers at bat.
She's not looking to drive the ball into the outfield. She's looking to just get the ball in fair territory any way she can. Not able to do it there. Just get in fair territory, try to run it out.
And that will be the 3rd out of the inning for Michigan State. But moving on to the Toledo batting lineup at the top of the 3rd. But Michigan State, they've had opportunities. They've gotten Hannah Hawley. She has picked up her 16th RBI of the season. The contact sends it to third base. Racing over to first is won by Toledo. Gober able to put the exclamation mark on that one. And it's been a mixed bag for Schuler so far. And just as you say it, she does it. Reaching out of the bag and taking out a strikeout. She had that fly ball earlier in this one. Swing and a miss. Good for the second strikeout of the day for Johnson. Gets dangerous. The arm gets tired at a point.
The arm definitely gets tired. There isn't as much strain as if she was throwing overhand.
Trying to use the manipulation mentally to get Hawley off her feet. Swings out, cannot get contact. Struck out. The 3rd strikeout of the day for Johnson. And Michigan State ends the 5th inning with no real progress. Still down by 1 to the time that could decide whether this one ends here or continues. The 0-2, let loose, swing and a miss. Toledo takes the win, 5-3, escaping with the victory from Sekia Stadium. You can see the smiles, the celebration, the third straight victory.
If I was a pitcher, I'd just blow it by.
We'll see if she does. Swing and a miss, so that's going to be a strikeout for Mulk. Her first of the day, 1 out, 1 runner on first.
Yeah, I got a chase there outside the box. Was really, that ball was.
3-2 count for Todd. Swing and a miss. Mulk with another K.
That's a great way to get back into it for Jenna Mulk.
Now batting for the Golden Bears, number 9.
Here's Togia, swing and a miss. Mulk, absolute nails here in Columbus, Ohio on this midday game, 0-0. Mashud with the pitch. Strikeout, looking. Everyone froze there for a second, but it's going to end up being called a punch out. They're on the inside.
Tell you what, that was a really slow the offenses are so far.
3 pitches, and it's going to be a strikeout. Mulk having a phenomenal game so far. Striking out Liam, bringing up. Here's the delivery. Parisian swing and a miss. Strikeout for Mashud, and 2 out here in the bottom. Swing and a miss. So Mulk able to punch out Togia. It's 2-2. Heading into the bottom of the 4th. Both offenses really starting to heat up. Lee definitely more of a contact hitter. She's going to swing that bat like a golf club for a strikeout.
Get to you really quickly.
Payoff pitch to Landmesser. Strikeout. Gerhard gets out of a jam, and we're going to the top of the 6th inning here in Columbus. Buckeyes lead 8-2.
Nobody else is getting ready in the bullpen for Ohio State, so
make
nice
that strikeout number 7 from a freshman pitcher here today to put away Jackson in the top of the 6th.
Could be
Pioneers of the game. Payoff pitch, strikeout from Mulk. Strike number 2 in the top of the 6th inning, and Mulk continues to mow down the batters of California.
Yeah, good rebound.
It's like turning a, yeah. Respect your elders.
Okay.
2-2 to Lee. Out. Paulson with the pitch. Ball goes to center field. Lamone tracking it. Sweet grab to end this game. That's all she wrote. Ohio State takes the win tonight against California, 10-3.
Final score of today's game, California 3.
Well, ended off in style, huh? Oh, man. What a catch there by Scott.
Threat out there to take a bag.
And the always threatening Mariah Puller comes to the plate. The throw down to second. They cut her down. Chloe Banks caught stealing for just the 2nd time this year. Running won the first pitch. And she is mowed down by the catcher Vrastel with 6.03 in that stat category. 1-2 is down low. Puller takes off for second. The throw down. Slid off the bag. Did she get back? No, she did not. Another cut down from behind the plate by Vrastel. That one lined into right center field, closing in on it and making the catch. Yes, she did. What a play out there by Haley Painter. Full extension, moving to her backhand, and she pulled it in for the first out of the inning. 1-2 called, strike 3 on the outside part. Brooke Perez picks up a strikeout to end the inning, her first of the afternoon. And now the batting average and the power have kind of subsided in the early going of this one. Swing and a miss at a good changeup. And Gossett is set down via the swinging strikeout. Couple hits in the 3rd, 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. And swing and a miss for Douglas, as that will be a big first out for Valparaiso.
Cox with a swing and miss. Mason collects her first strikeout of the game. Might be one of the biggest.
And this was a huge pitch. Again, there's so much going.
Mason records her 2nd strikeout of the game.
And this is, and I have to believe that she was so successful.
Strikeout number 2. A changeup maybe as good as a Daniel Williams classic you were just talking about. Leg at third base, Shaw at first base. This one down by Ray. And this time, Shaw will just take it.
And Mason, the ball is still in Mason's hand. And again, you cannot leave that base until that ball leaves the pitcher's hand. A lot of times as a pitcher, it's easy to just go and attack the batter that's coming off the bench.
As Rosa takes a big swing and a miss, but not before the damage from the Ducks is done. Great stuff from our video crew. Also some incredibly smart coaches that we're working with. And pays off in a huge way as Spencer collects her first strikeout since coming into today's game. This stadium home for the 2026 season before opening up their $25 million stadium in 2027. Maake gets a hit. Robbed by Kaylee Avasado in center field. That's going to be good enough to earn her quite a few hugs from her teammates.
Not only at the plate, but defensively, this looks like a shallow ball that's just going to drop in. Avasado gets her glove underneath it. Gets the first out of the game. How huge. I love an outfielder that lays out like that.
Burdick is also competes in weightlifting and volleyball. And she will swing and miss. Nice striking out the first batter of the game. What a way to start. Gonna be tough. Pretty lefty-heavy lineup for Washington. Nice will retire DeBoer via strikeout, her second of the inning. Looking to strike out the side now. Nice trying to make quick work of the Huskies. Inside corner, strike 3. Nice retires the side, 1-2-3 via strikeout. Striking out the side. What a way to start the game for the Hawkeyes lefty. That one will be in there. A backwards K for Nice. Every out that has been recorded here for the Hawkeyes has been a strikeout from Nice. Here's the delivery. Outside swing and a miss. Her 5th strikeout of the day, and Nice is just mowing down the Huskies. Another scoreless inning, but she batted .295, 44 plate appearances, and had 19 putouts, in which she was perfect in her fielding percentage. But she will swing and a miss. There's no shortage of clutch in this Hawkeye offense. That one's popped out into right field. Will it get down? It will not. What a play by Burdick. Lays out to make the catch. And the Hawkeyes escape with 2 runs, making it 3-0.
Really good softball schools.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Reimer gets Myers to strike out swinging, her second of the day. Have the Hawkeye offense see them, but here's the 1-2. That one catches the zone. A backwards K for Reimer. Although Marshall puts a charge into one to right center, and she ties this game right back up. Here's the 2-2 again. Patterson swings and misses. Conlon sits her down. The Hawkeyes have a really scary inning there.
But she was 2 for 5 all day on Tuesday.
A swing and a miss. Reimer trying to mow the Hawkeyes down. And then Conlon for Sapp. After Sapp struggled. That one's poked out to right. Bennett, what a catch! Lays out right in front of her to make the play. Does a little barrel roll after she caught it, but what a catch. That one, yeah, that was the 1-2. That one is poked out to right field, and the right fielder in Burdick will make the catch on a dive. What a play out there. We saw Tori Bennett earlier. Now Casey Burdick joining the fun in the
just to bring some confidence back into this team that's lost their last 6 games.
Banks swings and misses. Might have got a piece of it, but first strikeout of the day for Aaron Hain, and there's one gone in the top of the first. Strike 3 called. A little flare from Terry Holt, and there's 2 gone, and what a huge out that was. Put swings and misses, and Julia Gossett handles business against the top of this very impressive Wolverines lineup. Delamonica on second. Here's the payoff pitch. In there for strike 3. And Gossett gets a huge second out. 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
What a big pitch.
That pitch, strike 3 swinging. And Aaron Hain strands 2 more runners. Swing and a miss, and Gossett takes care of Stevenson, but not before the damage was done.
Here on the mound.
The payoff pitch, a swing and a miss. And Aaron Hain cleans up in the 4th. Gossett strikes out Valamont. 1 down in the 4th. Struck out Valamont both ways so far.
Behind her is Jay Cosgriff out in center today. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Pitcher to pitcher. Swung on high in foul territory. And the catch is made just a foot away from the fence by Yeager. Illinois stops the Gopher scoring opportunity. We'll be back with the top of the 2nd. Yeager with a full count. 1 out, top of the 2nd. Swung right through it. Sid Schwartz picks up another strikeout, her 2nd of the day. Definitely some hope that the team can do the same thing this season. Strike 3 swinging. Sid Schwartz gets another and retires the side in the top of the 2nd. We'll be back as the Gophers try to get the first run. Donahue swings right through it. Another strikeout for Sid Schwartz. Swings through strike 3. Another one for Schwartz ends the inning. And the Gophers get out of the 4th untouched.
Defender's quicker than you would normally expect, but it's almost always a laser.
On the ground, over to short, they flip to second, to first, the double play! Northwestern gets out of the bases loaded jam.
And a great pitch of hers.
1-2, and Lindsey Grind gets her first strikeout of the series, and the Wildcats go down in order.
You can really work through the pitchers because they're throwing so many pitches.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Lindsey Grind. That is her 3rd, and it will end the 2nd inning.
Phenomenal placement here again, working a full count, driving this pitch in right at the corner. Couldn't.
She gets her first strikeout of the afternoon, and the Ducks go down in order. Swing and a miss. 2nd strikeout for Taylor Spencer.
It was just beautiful movement on that pitch. You can see the bottom fall out. Is an opposite.
And what a bounce back from Spencer. Her 2nd strikeout of the inning, and it's a big one.
Yeah, and neither pitch that I suggested, that's what.
3 strikeouts this inning for Spencer. So after Northwestern gets their first base runner in their first, count goes full, and Spencer gets her 5th strikeout of the night. Amaral gets a hold of this one, but coming in to make the catch is Nader for out number 2, and they get the double play. Ho is running on the pitch. 0-2 the count. What a spot from Spencer. And it's another strikeout, her 6th of the game.
Still bringing it and making that ball jump up in the zone. This is beautiful. No review here.
Line to second, they get her here. Double play to end the inning for Northwestern. We've seen a few of those today.
And this was a bullet, but you know what? Right.
2-2. Another K for Grind.
And this is where Grind, she's throwing the drop ball more today.
Junior second baseman showing some discipline. Payoff pitch. Inside. No. Called for a strikeout. 325 OBP this season. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for JC Schuler. And that's exactly how you get back. Here's a delivery. Swing and a miss. Mulk with a huge strikeout. Her first of the inning.
Definitely put a little bit extra onto that one. Blew it by her. And that in.
We'll see it again. Big swing and a strikeout from Schuler to put away Estrada.
She wanted that one, but Schuler slowing that one down. Another look at
Schuler's pitch.
That was
called
beautiful.
For a strike. Lang caught looking. It's going to end the third inning here in Columbus. Ohio State does their damage, though. They're up 4-0. Buckeyes 2 for 7 with runners on today. Called strike on Lamone. Nice little pitch sequence there from Schuler. 2 away.
Froze her up on that inside corner of the plate. Oh, looked like a beautiful pitch.
Payoff pitch to Holly. Holly, swing and a miss. Mulk grabs her third strikeout of the game and gets out of another jam. We're headed to the bottom of the fifth inning. Ohio State leads over Michigan State 7-0. Talzecki a threat with her bat. Misses there. Strikeout for Mulk.
Foul tip there. Good catch by the catcher, Lang, to record the strikeout.
They would go on to miss the NCAA and Big Ten tournaments. As Nemeth comes up with a called strike 3 on the 0-2. Another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss at a slow drop ball. Boy, that's really hitting the brakes and changing speeds. And Cassandra Gewicki has her first strikeout. And there's one gone in the second. And a swing and a miss, and Seidel is down on strikes anyway. Pair of strikeouts in the inning. And a called strike 3. So Nemeth strikes out her neighbor Coleman. Rutgers strands a runner in scoring position. We're through 2 in Piscataway with no score. Only 4 appearances as a freshman. Last year she was significant for the Blue Jays. And a called strike 3. That time goes with a rise ball, and she freezes Gradishar, and there's one away. And he made it to the majors as an undrafted free agent. Swing and a miss, and Shiflett has retired the first 2. She gets Seidel swinging against Gewicki. Find out a pass ball somewhere. Swing and a miss as Lido down on strikes. Brooke Shiflett comes in and strikes out the side in the top of the 4th. Rutgers coming up, trailing by 3. And reaching for a line drive to center, Lido. As the ball hung up enough for her. Good contact by Mitchell. Now the runners have a chance to move with the pitch. And the 3-2 swung on and missed. Young took off a little bit of a changeup, and she fans Hoekstra for a big second out.
Now batting for.
Basically everybody producing ahead of this series. The 2-2 changeup swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for McKenna Young to get out of a 2-on, 1-out situation in the 4th. And Del Hoyo caught looking. Tremendous drop ball, freezing Del Hoyo. She was way out in front. And then the 4-5-6. Trying to stretch first to third on the infield single. That would retire. So therefore, you infer that she should have been out. Swing and a miss as chasing up in the zone is Haddock. And there's 2 away in the 6th. The number 19th ranked Rebels. Another 2-2. And a called strike 3. Young strikes out her 5th and strands a runner at third base. And a drop ball that lands 1-2. Penn State did not have a midweeker, but could never come up with a timely hit. Swing and a miss, and Briggs is down on strikes. 6 strikeouts for McKenna Young in a wonderful 5-inning performance out of the Penn State bullpen. Penn State takes game 1 of this weekend Big Ten Series 8-0, coming up with their 5th shutout of the season.
With that series victory, 5 for 12, 4 RBI from the batter Bojan, and that's going to be a strikeout.
That's
she
a
thought
big
she
out.
earned ball 4.
Yep, big out.
Strike 3 to lead off the 2nd inning, and Shelby Jacobson looking locked in to start.
That's that rise ball we talked about in the beginning of the game. If she can get that.
Cornwell pops it high into the air. A diving grab is made by Conger. All-out effort there to help out her pitch. In there for strike 3, and after a leadoff single, right back to work for Shelby Jacobson, retiring the side in order after that. Bojan at the plate, the leadoff batter for the Badgers, and she will strike out. 0 for 2 today, and Rock making her work. Rock in there for strike 3 as Jacobson comes right back.
What a great job. Went to her bread and butter. That drop ball came in. Look at the spin on this. Look at the move.
Over the next 3 innings. Another strikeout back to back for Shelby Jacobson.
She does a really good job of taking this screwball and
the 3-2 wave and a miss. Great offering from Hooks for her first strikeout of the day. 4 up, 4 down for the Indiana defense. They're playing quite well.
Schlachter working that 3-2 count and just goes down swinging. That ball just moves along.
And has continued to succeed here at Indiana. 2nd strikeout of the day for Aubrey Hooks, and there's 2 down in the 5th. Another 1-2 on the way after the foul ball. Cooper will take strike 3. So the inning ends.
Jensen's pitch cut on and missed. 1 batter faced, 1 strikeout for Jensen in the circle, and that's how you start the day.
Jensen is nothing but fearless in the way she's going to attack right at Slim. Trust her spin. It's a rise ball.
The 0-2 pitch. Cold strike 3 on the outside corner. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. That's how Tinsley starts the day.
That's about as effective start as I have ever seen from a pitcher. She goes down, up, and then as Bragg actually moved up in the box right before this pitch.
Cut on and missed. Strike 3, the 2nd strikeout of the day already in the first 4 batters.
Jensen, tough as nails, comes back inside. This
froze her on the off speed. Cold strike 3. The 3rd for Jensen already in the first 2 innings.
A devastating off speed.
1-2 from Tinsley, cut on and missed. Strikeout number 2 through the first 4 batters for Tinsley.
That it's going to finish being a ball. There's nothing productive she could do with swinging at that.
Hoffman got a piece of it, but right into the glove of Ramirez. It's strikeout number 3 on the day for Tinsley, and she strands a couple runners.
So they can understand this type of quality spin.
Suarez out in front of the off speed, and it's strikeout number 4 for Jensen.
Jensen's walking with a little bit of swagger, and I love it. You could hear the pop on the glove as Bland just underneath it.
The throw gets into center field. Fromm's into scoring position with just 1 out. 1-2. And Ramsey Suarez chases the off-speed pitch. Strikeout number 5 for Jensen.
Jensen getting you to... It's just been an unbelievable year at the plate.
Cut on and missed by Slimp. She goes down on strikes, and it's the 6th for the freshman Jensen. and launches that one deep left field at the wall. Oh, what a grab! Hill robs the home run and keeps this game at a 1-run lead for UCLA.
Keep him in the ballpark. Nebraska finds a way by.
Swing and a miss. Jordy Fromm with the strikeout to keep the tying run stranded at second.
This is what makes Fromm one of the best pitchers in the country. Coming in to close, and she keeps the Bruins up.
2-2. Bland called strike 3. 2 outs in the inning. Can she get out of this inning here on a 2-2? Yes, she can. Cut on and missed. The bases stranded, loaded. Here's the 0-2 to Lamar. Cut on and missed. Nebraska's 14th straight win and hands UCLA its first loss in the last 23 games on Jordy Fromm's record-breaking night.
You know, with those long at-bats, there's times where she makes a mistake.
Mazzola, did she go around? Yes, she did. McAnally tags her out for good measure. Brewer escapes, but not before the Huskies put up 3 runs in a big first inning. And here's the strikeout. Just dives right underneath the bat. Here comes. And down she goes. Just took that one right down the middle.
You're going to have much success on.
Glab, though, swing and a miss, goes down, and Brewer battles back.
It was a great rise ball right there from Brewer. Getting her first swing of the miss. Swing and a miss take place, and like I mentioned, really close the door on innings.
And Brewer does close the door. She strikes out Hetzel in the back-to-back Ks to help her escape the jam. Only 1 run comes across for Washington, and you'd have to chalk that up as a win for Brewer.
And to stay confident in your system and who you are as a team.
Full count pitch breaks in there and down looking. Bree Johnson frozen in place. Sophia Ramuno 6 up, 6 down, and she is cruising just like the Washington Bats as we head to the break. The full count from Brewer. Comes home to DeBoer. It is inside. They throw over to third base, though, and they're on time. Heads up play for McAnally to get out of the inning, and Jackson to apply the tag. But it's not before Washington continues to stack runs on their inning.
To second base and get their first runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the third.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Jackson. And Ramuno brings back her 3rd strikeout of the game to retire the 9-hitter for Iowa.
Number 20, Devin.
1-2. Comes home. Swing and a miss. Ramuno continuing to cruise, having 0 difficulties so far as Washington is through 3. They're up 6-0 on Big Ten Plus. The 0-2 pitch from Brewer. This will be pitch 100. Swing and a miss, and ends the inning with a clean buck. Another strikeout for Brewer, and the first clean inning of the day for the Hawkeyes. That's what they were looking for. Carly Brewer escapes the jam. Take one more look at it. Dives underneath the bat, and her pitch count is just at 50, half of what Brewer ended the 4th frame with. First one lifted into the outfield, ranging over is Casey Burdick, who brings it in no problem.
Has a bunch of strikeouts on the year, top 10 in the Big Ten.
That time a swing and miss, throw down to first base on line, and DeBoer brings it in.
And Ramuno really just playing chess, but she's a big strikeout pitcher, while Reimer really keeps those runs at a premium.
Silva goes around, another throw down to first base, and Ramuno bounces back in a big way, gets through 5 innings hitless so far in Iowa City. Washington up 6-0 and feeling good.
These Hawkeyes, they're still continuing to fight. We see that now at the plate here.
That one bounces off the backstop. They throw over to third base. This could do it. The no-hitter is complete. Unconventional way to get it done, but they'll take it all the same. Jaden Glab catches Lightkin at third base, and the first no-hitter for Washington in over a year, not since February 20th, 2025, have they done it, and now it is official.
What a day, what a moment.
First inning, but able to pitch a strikeout was Aaron Hain and got away with no scores.
Strike 3 called in a huge second out there. for Gabby Ellis. Looked like Trina Comerford might have thought it was. Vantucci way out in front of some off speed and no drop third strike rule as Erickson's on first. Michigan can deliver the big blow. Just a matter of when it's going to come. And Alakwa swings and misses. Bree Fontenot strikes out the last two. 4 up, 3 down. Purdue cruising through 2.
Yeah, just like I said, Fontenot. On any given day, and a day where
LaMarche freezes Banks. 3 up, 3 down for Grayson LaMarche, but Fontenot deals that one. Called strike 3. Bree Fontenot navigates a traffic jam. And Purdue hangs on to their 3-0 lead for Frazzotti's team. Swings and misses. Huge strike 3 from Grayson LaMarche. That's a critical first out. Swing and a miss. Hain mows down Moore.
Yeah, 2 bullets in a row from Hain. Painter just stranded. So pretty tough opponent so far.
Strike 3 called. Palco staring at strike 3. Gossett finds out number 2. Michigan.
Over to short. Big play to second, over at first, and they get the double play. Gophers get out of the 3rd inning untouched off of a strong 6-4-3 double play. Illinois, another 1-2 to Kuhn. Swung and missed for first strikeout of the day for either side.
Just a great.
Lucy Hooper on first with Kennedy Jacobson pinch hitting at the plate, and she will swing through strike 3. Make it 2 outs. Second strikeout of the game for Frazier. Have to get something going on offense once they get out of this. Way out in front, strike 3, and Richardson picks up another strikeout. Her first.
I wouldn't be shocked if we see her again today.
Swing and miss, and there's the first strikeout of the day for Jordy Fromm, and it brings out number 2 in the first inning. Fromm already up to 21 pitches in inning number 1, and she gets her swinging. So Fromm.
I would not at all be surprised if she uses that more in the rest of the game.
There's strikeout number 3 on the day for Fromm, and it's quickly 2 outs. Could be big going forward.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, and Jordy Fromm gets out of it. Huge strikeout to end the inning. And
she was walked twice.
Next offering is a strike 3 called on the outside part of the plate
for game 3 tomorrow.
Big swing and a miss right there from Lamar. She goes down. That's another strikeout for Jordy Fromm.
That 5 strikeouts on the day.
Don't know what the answer was, but either way, here's the 1-2 pitch. That one check swing. Does she go? She does. Another strikeout for Jordy Fromm. That's 2 on the inning. And once again, she shuts down UCLA 1-2-3. But here's the 1-2 pitch, and that one is swung on and missed, and that's another strikeout for Jordy Fromm. That's her 3rd straight going back to.
Cammon's in the tying run, dropped strike 3, and it's the first out of the inning and a massive first out for the UCLA Bruins.
That was a great pitch sequence from Tinsley. She was able to get ahead in the count and then just throws an off-speed pitch.
Now the 2-2 from Mason. Did she go? Yes, a strikeout for Marina Mason, setting down Elon Butler in a crucial one. After that leadoff walk, Marina Mason has looked fantastic.
We saw Marina Mason go to the rise ball a lot late in counts on Thursday. Early today.
Payoff pitch upcoming from Mason. In the zone, taken for strike 3. Marina Mason with 2 early Ks to sit down the Oregon lineup, stranding a runner in scoring position. We're all scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first. The 0-2, well placed. Another strikeout for Marina Mason, her third of the game, second looking already. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Marina Mason, her fourth. It's a Northwestern program that is known for being a pitching factory, and it sure looks like they've got another one in the freshman Marina Mason. What a start for the Wildcats.
Mason is just dealing with this changeup. Falls off the table, drops out of the zone. Cox never had a...
Swing and a miss. Grine gets a strikeout and a steal attempt on Nader. A double play. Strikeout, thrown out. Noah, you said don't run on Emma Cox, and that's proving to be true here in the bottom of the second inning. Grine gets McHugh swinging, and then Kelsey Nader thrown out. A absolute dime from Emma Cox.
Conversation here with Kate Drohan. We'll take a look at the replay. First question I have is, did McHugh interfere here? That wasn't the call on the field.
Here comes pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Near the zone and called strike 3. Looking strikeout number 3 for Marina Mason. Total up to number 5.
Amaral, again, I think expecting this pitch to drop out. This is where she excels. Very difficult to strike out of that leadoff spot.
1-2, roped on over to the first base. Robinson steps on first, throws over to second, the tag, and a double play. We saw a handful of those yesterday for Northwestern's defense, and they get an inning ending here in the top of the third, and that was all Kansas Robinson.
Sparkling play from Kansas Robinson, knowing her personnel. She knew the faster runner was coming down the line to first. So some of it has been tough luck. Some of it, I think, has also just been not squaring it up the way she was last season.
Now waits the 1-2 from Grine, a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Lindsey Grine. That's her second of the ball game. It's 2 in a row as well for Lindsey Grine after ending last inning with a strikeout of McHugh before that. Has 3 right now on the pass with no outs in the top of the fourth. The 1-2 swing and a miss, a crucial strikeout for Marina Mason. Exactly what the doctor ordered, her 6th strikeout of the game.
And just smart management by the Wildcats. They pitch around Harper.
Mason rocks, load, swing and a miss. Mason delivers once again to escape the jam. All things considered for Northwestern, not a bad result. The Ducks had bases loaded, no outs. Oregon able to tie it on an RBI walk from Cox, but Mason gets out with another strikeout. We're even at 1 on Big Ten Plus.
33 in the circle.
2-2 to Ray. That froze Emma Ray. A looking strikeout this time for Oregon. Ray goes down looking for the first out of the 4th inning.
First looking K of the game for Northwestern. This is a
2-2 from Grine. Swing and a miss. Grine gets the strikeout, stranding 2 Wildcats on the base paths, and that'll keep the score at 1-1. 2 singles for Northwestern, but Grine gets out of the jam. We've got a pitcher's duel going in Rosemont. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Big Ten Plus. Home run earlier in the game from True Medina. It's the only extra base hit of the game as Mason rings up another one. 8 strikeouts now for the dazzling freshman. So we'll reset now with 2 strikes. Outside part of the zone, strike 3, another one for Marina Mason. 9th of the game and another looking strikeout. But it was Kaylin Jones, a 2-run shot here in the top of the 5th inning. Oregon able to tack on another. Ducks lead 4-1, heading to the bottom of the 5th. So we'll try the 1-2 again. This time she takes a pitch right down the heart of the plate. Strike 3 looking. 5th strikeout on the day for Lindsey Grine, and a crucial one at that.
This is beautiful pitch sequencing from Emma Cox and Lindsey Grine and whoever else on the Oregon.
Gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which were earned, 4 walks, had 9 strikeouts. As that one tapped over to the third baseman, potential double play. Lead runner is out, but Amaral able to leg it out. So first out of the 6th inning is recorded as leg out at second base.
But either way, this is a team that certainly has aspirations to be playing in Eugene again.
Garden waves at an 0-2 pitch outside the zone, and Grine sets down another. Frustrating game for Avery Garden. Grine continues to roll on in these later innings. So Oregon hunting down their 11th straight.
Molk delivers. There it is, strike 3. Great start from the freshman Molk.
It's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. It's a great response. 2 down, 2 on. Here's the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Carson Cassidy sets down Landmesser, but not before Ohio State post 2.
Big mental battle here for Cassidy to see if she can respond after that wild pitch.
2-2. Drops that one in there, called strike 3.
Great off-speed pitch from Cassidy.
2-2, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Cassidy puts him down in order. Swings through that one. She'll sit down once again.
Cassidy really has been heating up with the...
Strike 3 called. Cassidy rings up Buckeye leadoff hitter and keeps him off the scoreboard in the 4th.
What they can do in this game, just need to figure out that timing against Mulk.
Now she'll watch that one go. Strike 3 called. 1 down in the top of the 4th.
What a great pitch there from Mulk. Just paints for the Buckeyes.
2-1. Runner goes. Throw is in time.
And that was Abby Wilhelm looking for her 2nd steal of the game. But a great jump there from Grillo.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Cassidy climbs the ladder.
Great punch from Cassidy that just leaves it up on that top shelf. Trying to get something in play.
2-2 once again. Strike 3 called on pitch 123. Cassidy gets it done. Here it is. Tipped and caught by Lang. 2 down.
What an unfortunate break for the Spartans. Tip catch back to Lang.
But the consistent start has been par for the course for Hoekstra. The 2-2. Inside corner, strike 3 called. And back-to-back full count situations here. Another 3-2 in there, called strike 3. Addie Osborne down looking. So that time Mackenzie Duncan does get the called. The whip for Shiflett, just north of 2. As the 3-2 cut on and missed. And you gotta love the reaction from Charlie Shuttler. Trying to fire up her pitcher. And a huge... And Kraska takes that one across strike 3 looking. 2nd K of the day here for Mackenzie Duncan. So 2 away and nobody on. See if Mian can start a 2-out rally as this one's popped out to the right side. And just able to make a play on it. Not too pretty there. Flesher misread it, but recovered in the end, and the side is retired. George waits on it, clips the outside corner, and Gaywicky fired up. A big K to get out of the 4th here. Already her 22nd ribby of the year is the 0-2. Swung through and missed. And the off-speed from McKenna Young got her fishing. So Rutgers comes up empty here in the bottom. In her first 16 ABs this year at the college level, it has been tough sledding. Just a sole hit. And the 1-2 from Britton cut through and missed, and a Hoekstra down swinging. So back-to-back Ks from the big right arm of... But can Mian keep it going? The 3-2 off speed that time from Britton, and back-to-back-to-back Ks for Abigail Britton. How you're going to mesh with your teammates and how you're going to perform. You see it all too often as Gaywicky fired up there for the big K. And Cassandra Gaywicky with a really... Rower waits on the 1-2, off speed, clips the corner. Britton's got 4 Ks now, and she's feeling it. So Abigail Britton took a second to find her stuff, and that one, she's solidified herself as one of the top shortstops in the Big Ten, but how about another K this time for Abigail Britton? Just mowing down the Scarlet Knights in the 5th, and now this. Osborne has been patient today, working those 2 walks. Only 2 times she's been on, and she can't hold up there. Strikeout number 6 for none other than Abigail Britton.
And she drops down a bunt. They're going to say it's fair, and the out is made at third. A great play from Maryland. That ball went forward just enough to be playable, but really gave a really good Hoosier team a run for their money as Fox goes down. First strikeout of the game for Barrett Hur.
And there's the flashes you can, but she did get to extend that.
Oh, could be a double play ball. There's one to first. There's 2 on the hop. Leadoff base runner erased for the Badgers. And that will do it for inning number 2.
Just a great defensive inning by both teams. Maryland with the double play there. And
swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the game for Barrett Hur, and it comes against one of Maryland's. And the runner goes to second to throw. Got her! Hillary Blomberg at the catching position. An incredible throw. And the Badgers cut down the best base runner for Maryland.
What a throw by the catcher there to Blomberg to get that across the.
The 2-2 called strike 3. A third strikeout for her. And the leadoff base runner is cut down with an incredible. Another chance for Penta. Holds up. No. Strike 3.
What a way to walk into your first inning.
Hoping to cap off a clean inning. Swing and a miss. Maryland leaves 2 more stranded as Felci escapes the jam, and Wisconsin keeps their 2-0 lead.
Again, what a great way to.
Here's the 2-2. Fessler waves and misses, and Hess with back-to-back Ks here to start this one. Runner at first, 2 gone in the top of inning number 1, and Abby Claft, the cleanup hitter, digs in. But Brooke Mannon having to at least make Babcock think about it. And a pitch clock violation is how the inning ends.
We'll see if the Hoosiers can continue to stack momentum.
Alex Cooper with a hot shot to second, caught by Wendy Catola, and the throw to first doubles off Van Brandt. So just as quickly as Indiana had a base runner, it's erased. Good defense there by Catola at second. Leadoff homer from Wendy Catola. The run scored in this frame as Fessler swings and misses, and that's strike 3. So Catola stretches the Titans' lead back to 2 after an inning and a half in Bloomington. She went with the hard stuff. Peterson swings and misses, and that's the inning. The 2-2. And Babcock swings and misses as Mannon went with the hard stuff, and she picks up her 4th strikeout of the game.
Well, Brooke Mannon is having a great start.
Would be her 2nd time being struck out by Mannon here today. Here's the pitch. And she goes up the ladder and comes up with nothing. Fessler 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts as Mannon records another K, her 4th of the game. Here's the 1-2. Claft swings and misses out in front of a breaking ball. And that's the inning. A pair of Ks and a 1-2-3 5th for Brooke Mannon. Just a little bit out in front as she threw the hands at it. The 1-2. Bird swings and misses in the dirt, and that's the inning. So Indiana had 1st and 3rd, nobody out, walks away with nothing. And here's the full count pitch. A breaking ball in there for strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts for Brooke Mannon dating back to the 5th. But it's the largest private Catholic school in Michigan. Here's the 3-2 to Peterson. Strike 3 called. 4 Ks in a row for Brooke Mannon, a season-high 7 punch-outs on the day. Been runners left on base. There have been so many extra chances besides just the base hits for Indiana. Goins fooled on that one. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. She's gone on 3 pitches. Here's the 2-2. Fluker waves and misses at the breaking ball. And Brooke Mannon's banner afternoon continues.
Swings and misses for strike 3.
It'll be the first strikeout of the day for Thompson.
3 batting average, 8th best in the Big Ten.
And Bree Johnson goes for strike 3. So Thompson collects back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. Then 1 run allowed, unearned run with 2 strikeouts. Make that 3 strikeouts as Kira Sipe swings and misses for out number 1. What a job from Allie Thompson out of the bullpen. As Naylin Marshall smacks the first pitch into center. And what a play by Burdick. A great jump, and she comes in and lays out to make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, she knew exactly that ball was diving quickly. Right on top of the tie. 23 combined runs there.
And Sipe drives that one deep to center. And a great play by Burdick, crashing into the wall. And she catches it for out number 3. Peshek swings and misses for strike 3. So the first strikeout of the day for Soraya Nice. The 1-2 to McAnally is swung on and missed. A great pitch from Maddox. He has the chance to be the hero, but she swings and misses. So we will have some free softball as we head into extra innings. Going to the top of the 8th. Tied at 6-6 right here on Big Ten Plus.
Depending on what happens in this bottom half, maybe it's the reason why they win.
As Myers takes strike 3, and Maddox sends the freshman packing. She swings and misses. So that'll be a quick out number 2. Maddox back-to-back strikeouts. 0-2. As Reimer fires it in there and strikes her out. So we will play some more heading into the top of the 10th. Still tied at 6. Neither of these teams are willing to budge. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. A big-time strikeout for Carly Brewer. As the first batter she faces, she comes in and sends them back.
That's the first strikeout of the game for Burdick.
Perez, so much deception in her changeup.
And she's going to swing and miss that one. Brooke Perez getting her first strikeout of the game with the bases loaded. Ramey gets right underneath that one for Gossett's first strikeout of the game. Second one for the Boilermakers. And she hits that one right to Maddie Erickson, who takes that catch. Anna Moore had no idea that she caught that in the air. So she tried to run to second. But it's probably going to be a tag.
2-2. And the pitch. Another soft line drive. Diving catch out at short by Scarlett Kuhn. Makes the play over to second and gets out of the first inning unharmed. Double play from the Gophers. And 4 up, 3 down. Full count, Tinley Easton. Swing and a miss. Strikeout to the 2-hitter. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout from Yergler with 2 runs batted in. So a great weekend for her so far. Strike 3 swinging from Sid Schwartz, and that's a great batter to get past. She had some trouble keeping the pitch count down on Friday as another strikeout as she mows past Jay Cosgrave. 2 outs in the bottom of 2. And the pitch swinging strike 3. Yergler, since that first batter, has been dominant. 4 strikeouts as the Illini will try and get that run back from the first and add.
Yeah, you know, you really want to still be confident in what pitches you can hit. Definitely don't want to go after anything that's not typical of what you are comfortable with, especially going against Schwartz. She's got a whole arsenal of different pitches. You really got to pick which one you want to go after and stick to that plan.
Great catch out and right by Brooke Jones. Solid contact, though. Definitely saw her pitch. Take another look at it. Pitch count got out of hand on Friday, doing a better job as another drive to deep left center. And a bucket catch by Elena Miller. The runner on first, she'll swing through strike 3, and Sid Schwartz escapes the top of the 4th inning, gets her 2nd strikeout, 3rd batter of the 1st inning. That was Cassie Johnson. Big swing now to center. Back deep, great catch by Echeverria.
She had her eyes on that the entire time. Great job out there.
Well, they haven't gotten ahead in counts as much, but that's more credit. Oh, and what a diving catch from Echeverria in center. Gophers almost had their first hit in 5 innings. Instead, it is put away.
Echeverria.
Swing, she did go. The strikeout for Alexis Jensen. But she's able to work around bases loaded with 1 out and only give up 1 run. There's a sigh. Basically an academic building, right? There's a teacher's college in there maybe at one point. I don't remember. Swung through, down to the dirt. Throw down for the 2nd out.
Is that off-speed pitch from Jensen that just falls off the table and gets 26
for Wells.
She can clear that. Kendall Wells is unbelievable.
Oh, called strike 3. Alexis Jensen has retired 8 of the last 9 Bruins. Strike 3. Fromm goes down swinging.
Takes down a Tennessee team that's been ranked #1 for most of the season.
Called strike 3. Got her looking. 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th. That is 2 strikes. Said she went, and it's a strikeout. Got her swinging, the strikeout.
Huge strikeout for Jensen.
Drop squares, bunts it in the air. Great grab. What a great job hustling by Woolery to make the play.
That was a suicide squeeze on for Jordy Fromm. Really good pitch.
Full count, 2 down. Runner at first is off. Called strike 3 inside corner. Got her looking. Got her swinging. Went with the heat right at her. Swings through it, and Jordy Ball gets the strikeout to end it.
What a performance. Alexis Jensen runs out to hug her teammate.
And the Huskers take the weekend series against UCLA.
Just what a performance from the Huskers, and this strikeout from Fromm, a rise ball, and she's pumped, as she should be.
But Moak once again in control here early.
And she gets the strikeout the very next pitch, and counting. She gets her to swing in the dirt. So Starr comes in and does her job, but not before. 6 runs come across for the Buckeyes, and they lead by 8 after 2.
And now you have a different feel to this at-bat for Cruz.
But how about the bounce back from Starr, able to get the strikeout 2 down?
Lately Lions already threatening here in the 1st. And Clausewitz squares to butt. The throw by Shuttler with both runners going, and the throw is there. Out at third base, trying to steal Brianna Hannock. 1 away. See if Penn State challenges. Over at the first base coaching box, Clarissa Crowell is coming over. Rutgers already with a 2-run answer to Penn State. Swing and a miss, and Kelliporis down and in with the drop ball. The 2 catchers, Seidel becoming the starter about midway through last year due to Chamberlain's injury. Swing and a miss on the 1-2. Same spot, this time the drop ball by Shiflett further outside the zone, and Seidel 660 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, and she gets a strikeout here. Thrown out to second with the runner Fuller going, not in time. Strikeout and stolen base for Rutgers. 6 home runs, 29 RBI. And a drop ball swing and a miss. Beautiful pitching by Duncan, who looks, at least in that sequence, including most of the Big Ten and visiting about half the conference. And a drop ball swing and a miss on the 2-2 pitch. 2 away. Rower nearly. They hit 3 in each of the last 2 games. And a check swing. Strike 3. Seidel went around, and she was fooled by the hard drop ball. 1 away. And a drop ball swung on and missed in the turf. Young fans her second. 2 away. Tie with Maryland in last place. Swing and a miss and beyond. Chased out of the zone. Pair of strikeouts for McKenna Young and 3 in her relief appearance. And Hoekstra will come back and freeze Korvovsky with a called strike 3. As Frankie was starting to kind of get ready for that tryout, using the Penn State facilities, in came the coaches. She had to do it on the spot and still made the team. And a swing and a miss, and Hoekstra is able to strike out the side in the 6th.
Again, chases, strikeout for Jacobson. Rock chases the changeup. Bark, they're gonna say she swung. Worst gets the strikeout.
Absolutely.
A massive rise ball. Worst gets out of it. A good strikeout there of Lucy. She has 1 more to go. As here's a shot. A fly ball. It will be in left field. Maryland gets out of it, but not before a tower shot by Hillary Blomberg for Wisconsin. Wisconsin. 0-2 for Wilson. Strikeout for Jacobson. Strikeout there for Worst. Gets her with the changeup.
And that's her 3rd strikeout.
Good stuff. Went to a Schwabnon. King will strike out. Worst gets out of it. 70 pitches on the day. Great firewoman